Members of council and ladies and gentlemen, it always gives me a great deal of pleasure to recognize an individual or individuals or groups. And this evening we're going to be recognizing an individual in just a very short while. And I'll be speaking a little bit more about this individual myself personally. But Jennifer Reynolds is going to highlight some of the things about this individual, and then I'm aware that she's going to invite and introduce two other individuals in the audience that's going to speak about this individual as well. So, Ms. Reynolds, welcome.
Thank you, Your Worship. There is a report that explains the significance of the Senior of the Year Award, and I'm delighted to provide some welcoming and introductory remarks for this year's Senior of the Year Award being presented to Len Lee. Len is well known to many of us here at Town Hall who work in Town Hall, but I think everyone here probably knows Len if they know the gardens that are in the courtyard of the Town Hall. He and a number of volunteers have maintained those beautiful gardens for many, many years, as well as those at the Milton Seniors Activity Center. He's a member and past president of the Milton Horticultural Society, and gardening, and especially the roses, which we took great care under his leadership to make sure they survived some of the work done around Town Hall in the last number of years, and caring for the environment in general are some of Len's passions. A longtime Milton resident, Len is and has been involved in many, many community organizations. The Milton Good Neighbors Community Day, the Rotary Club of Milton, Community Living North Halton, the Rose Society, the Lighthouse Program for Grieving Children, and the Milton District Hospital Auxiliary, to name a few. As a member of the Milton Good Neighbors Community Day, Len has been chairperson since its inception 22 years ago. The Community Day cleanup helps those within the community who are unable to perform tasks around their properties, as well as cleaning sites across the town, riverbeds, roadsides, and parkland. Len is instrumental in organizing the many volunteers, surveying locations in need of cleanup, and securing sponsorship support. I actually found out this year, and the Community Cleanup Day is around the same time every year in the first week of May, and it turns out that's either on or near his birthday almost every year for 22 years. Another significant contribution as a volunteer in the Milton community is his service with Community Living North Halton. Len has been involved in several capacities over the past 8 years, for the past 4 chairing the annual charity curling bonspiel, devoting countless hours to organizing and preparing for that event. I would also tell you, Your Worship and members of council, it's very apparent from all of the letters received supporting Len's nomination, he's a very deserving recipient of this award. His leadership, dedication, commitment, and enthusiasm are inspirational. At this time, I'd like to invite Bob Mitchell and Reese Bors from the Rotary Club of Milton to come forward and say a few words about Len Lee.
Ms. Bors, Ms. Mitchell, welcome.
Your Worship and councillors, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to compliment the committee who put this together, and thank you very much for picking such a worthy recipient. We have the privilege of having Len in our Rotary Club. Even before Len joined us, he was more Rotary than most Rotarians. He is the embodiment of volunteerism, and if we could have 150 more in our community, we'd be laughing. Bob?
Thanks. Winning the award requires 3 things. First, you have to have somebody that does the work. Len is exemplary in all the things he's done. You need 2 other things. You need somebody to catalog all the stuff so that we can properly present it. And thirdly, we need somebody to organize it and put it down in a way. Mary Ellen, Len's wife, did a great job helping to dig out all the various high points of Len's career. We left out all the low ones, by the way. You don't win by putting those in. And Carolyn Keyworth, many of you will know Carolyn. She was the first lady adopted into Milton Rotary, and then
First Lady President.
And she was the First Lady President. Okay, I was close. Yeah. Anyway, it's really a trail. Len's got the work done. Mary Ellen put the material together for us, and Carolyn Keyworth put it forward in a way that it got properly recognized. Thank you.
And I thank both of you. both of you, if you wouldn't run away, and I'm going to invite Mr. Lee up here front and center. And ladies and gentlemen, as well, you know, if there's cameras out there, capturing the moment is what I refer to this as. Certainly feel free to get the appropriate shot that you wish down there, keeping in mind that this is being televised as we speak now, and of course there will be videos of it as well. So capturing the moment of an individual in this community is very, very important. I'd mentioned earlier on that I was certainly going to have a few words to say about Len Lee. And of course, as Len would tell you, and I'm well aware of those many things that's already been enunciated with what he's involved in the community. But right from day one, with regard to that community cleanup that Len organizes and coordinates along with us, he's taken that leadership role. And Len, I apologize, this past year was the very first year that I missed that. And let me tell you, you did another bang-up job, and thanks for having me and us as a community involved in that every year. And I believe, and I stand corrected, it's usually the first Saturday in May of every year. I was away, and I get the feedback there's been literally tons and tons of junk, as I'll refer to it, stuff that's cleaned off the roadside and the creeks and streets and roads in our community. And Len, it's because of a big effort that you put forward in that one particular area. So, Mr. Lee, if you would join me front and center down here, please, and Reese and Mr. Mitchell, you as well. The clerk is going to join me down here. And Len, I know that you are also a person of very few words, but I'm going to, after the presentation, have you say a few words. So, gentlemen, if you would come up here, the three of you, please, right up here. Right up here. Front and center. You never ever want to turn your back to the camera out there, especially if you're ever thinking about being a politician. So, Len, you get up here beside me, please. No, you're not your turn yet. I'm gonna get to you in just a moment. We're going to get to you in just a moment. But first of all, Len, I'm doing this on behalf of the province, and it really simply reads, Senior of the Year Award, presented to Leonard Lee by the Municipality of Milton in recognition of your outstanding contribution to your community after age 65. I wouldn't have guessed you were there. Wouldn't have guessed you were there. And again, it's appropriately signed by the Deputy Minister responsible for seniors. It's also signed by the Honourable David Onley, the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, and as well yours truly, Mayor of the Town of Milton. Len, accept this on behalf of the Government of Ontario and us here in the Town of Milton. Congratulations. And the reason that I got these two other gentlemen along, they can hang on to some of your hardware for just a moment. We also have this, the Corporation of Town of Milton. Its council and citizens are pleased to express congratulations to Leonard, better known as Len Lee, on the occasion of receiving Senior of the Year for 2014, appropriately signed and sealed with the seal of the Corporation of the Town of Milton, and presented this 26th day of May, 2014. Len, congratulations. Now, and again, you gotta, just like that, just for the camera, and Bob will take care of that because there's still a little wee bit more to come here. Now, Len, as well, we have the Corporation Town of Milton pin, again, compliments of the town, and appropriately signed again by yours truly. That is yours. Wear it proudly. And as well, Len, you get a lifetime transit pass to ride the transit here in Milton. Okay? And this will get you on the bus anytime, any place. So congratulations, Len. Now, and again, as I had mentioned, there, of course, recognizing the camera, and this gentleman here will get us organized, and maybe, Len, you might just want to hang on to to that maybe, and we'll get this propped up here. And a great big smile for the camera. Thank you. And again, Len, now it's your turn. We'll give this to Reese, and he'll hang on to that. So I invite you to share with the public whatever it is. Mr. Len Lee, Senior of the Year 2014. Len, congratulations.
First of all, Mary Ellen Lee should share this honor. So, if Mary Ellen stand by me, I may be a little emotion, and we do see. So Mary Ellen will do it myself.
An honor to be here. Very honored to be Senior of the Year, to be with previous Seniors of the Year such as Marsha Walby, Donald Joyce, Yolanda McCann, and Michael Ledworth. Len has many friends here tonight. We have family. We have our son Jeff, Kiera, Olivia. We have Annabelle and Renee.
I'm going to take this opportunity to have the family come up as well. This is very important. You guys got it up. This is really what it's all about. It's all about family.
And many friends from Milton Good Neighbors Community Day are here, our committee, Community Living North Halton Bonspiel Committee, great committees Len had with financial and goods and kind support sponsors. He's saying that no one person can get this honor, that he had a lot of help. We have received the Town of Milton Community Fund for Milton Good Neighbors Community Day, along with goods in kind, the use of Hugh Foster Hall. We have a love of roses. That's why we look after the town rose gardens and the senior center rose garden, and the town staff gives us assistance and coordination to keep clean Milton. The Rotary Club of Milton had a breakfast barbecue to help at Community Day, and then they cleaned up Community Living North Halton residents. It's a community day. Community living, the town of Milton, we love it. That's why we get involved. So it is Len's pleasure and honor as Milton Senior of the Year for 2014 to accept this award. Thank you.
And again, I thank you very much for that. Len, do you have any concluding remarks? Because you're going to have the last word here right now.
No, Bob, did you get the bag? Just one sec. I missed one of your first.
Oh, I get a present as well. Oh, this because I wasn't here this year. And as Len would tell you, and I mentioned there, I've not missed one, and I think I have a collection of these as well. Yeah. Len, just to prove that I've been there for those many years, and I thank you very much for that.
Well, thank you very much.
And thank you very much, and thank you, Reese and Bob, for being here to support a great gentleman, the Senior of the Year for 2014. Thank you.